Good evening. Welcome to the program on supply chain interview job description review. In this type of series of sessions, I am going through various job portal and trying to get some important job description so that we can discuss in detail about what are the nature or character of supply chain professional expected by the employers, what are the skill set, what is the job description, and you can analyze what is the gap between the employer's requirement and your current capability so that you can prepare for the company interviews. And I'm going to see one important multinational organization, mostly for a junior or middle level, and try to analyze the job, and also we can discuss what are the key terms used by the employees so that you can correlate with your current function. Allow me to share the screen so that I can show the relevant job description. Once again, warm welcome to the program. Today we are going to see one important JD job description for a supply chain position. Possibly, it could be different subdomain within the supply chain if you are not applying for head of supply chain. Head of supply chain could cover end-to-end supply chain management, whereas junior and middle level could be any of the subdomain starting from demand management, inventory management, supply planning, or warehousing, distribution like that. But if you are applying for a senior position, it could be the total end-to-end supply chain management. Today, we are going to see one of the important subdomain in the supply chain known as demand planning. Before we dig into the job description, let me introduce myself. My name is Pattabhiraman. This is my Udemy profile. I have nearly 1,500 candidates enrolled in my program in the Udemy platform, and I am also in the LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn profile. You are always welcome to either connect or follow with me. As far as my profile is concerned, I am an engineer with a PG degree in management and data science. I have worked in nearly 2.5 decades in this global organization in various levels in different subdomains in the supply chain areas. So I have handled each of the function in supply chain domain. In the last 10 years of my career, I was heading the supply chain management in this global organization. Currently, I am heading an organization known as Thoughtware Training Private Limited. Coming to my certification, mostly if you are a supply chain professional, especially in the job market, you should be knowing about the ASCM and APIX. They provide this globally recognized certification. I have these three certification. Yeah, there is a similar organization known as DDA. They also provide similar certification. For example, DDPP means Demand Driven Planner Professional. I am also a certified purchasing manager and a project management professional, apart from qualified in analytics. Coming to our organization, we are based in Bangalore, 5-year-old organization. We provide both consulting and training in the field of supply chain and allied areas. We are operating under the trade name Expert SEM. Coming to today's one important position is from the organization Cape Gemini. They are a consulting organization. They provide service to global customer. Many of you might have known this organization. So my search word is demand manager or demand management is my keyword in job search. So you can see this is the posting. which I have taken from the job portal Indeed. It was taken today, 28th March 2022, which was posted 2 days back. Okay, the name of the position is demand planning. They have not specified the location, but coming to this position, let us not go into specific of this particular job. But if you want to succeed in any of the demand management function, you should know certain things, especially in the middle or senior leadership role. For example, this company is looking for 12 to 14 years experience. So I assume this is a mid or senior level, maybe salary around 40 to 50 lakhs CTC. So the expectation from the organization may be high. So even before going into the job specification, I am trying to cover what is the expectation of the role which can fit into this type of position. Okay. So when we talk about demand management, it includes, for example, order management and more specifically demand forecasting. Apart from that, there could be a lot of other related administrative activity. Though it is sometimes reported to marketing nowadays, it is also a part of supply chain domain. This position, especially at mid or senior level, is expected to have a better knowledge on overall process rather than focusing on specific methodology or tools. For example, you have hundreds of methodologies. If you take forecasting, it is there for last more than a century. There were a lot of doctorates doing the research, so everyone has come up with one or the other method. But and also there are software companies who provide a solution for forecasting. So hundreds of vendors are available, but that is only a part of the job. What is required, especially for a leadership role, is you need to have a overall knowledge about the business, especially external and internal environmental knowledge. Okay, when we talk external, it could be, for example, economic cycle. The position, the person who is at this level should know what is happening to the global economy. Possibly, he should have his figures ready when the oil price is going to touch at $200 per barrel, or will there be a third world war is going to happen? What are the items used in the manufacture of microchips, for example, neon, palladium, all this thing, and what is the economy, in what direction GDP growth for various global economy. This is one of the important skill required. Then market, what direction it is going, what products are in the positive range, what products are in the negative range, and they should be able to correlate your organization product with the market for the coming months or coming years. Also, this position required to have some knowledge about competitor, what they are doing in terms of new product launch or market expansion or pricing. All this knowledge is required from the competitor's perspective. Then internally, when you come to the pricing aspect, demand pricing elasticity is there. So when you drop the price, the sales is expected to grow. On the other hand, it may be also possible that when you increase the price, the sales may come down. So this knowledge is also required. Apart from having a strategic knowledge of what the top management is thinking, what direction they want to proceed, what strategy they want to make, whether it's a low cost strategy or a high value strategy. All this have to be considered. Then what is happening in the global trade, what commodity price is expected to be go higher, which commodity is really relevant to your organization's product, and current exchange rate, in what direction it's going to go in the next 6 months, 12 months. So, apart from this, if it is concerned with manufacturing, you should also have a knowledge about what kind of strategy is being used in the manufacturing. Is it make to stock or make to order, assembly to stock, or any other similar strategies? There are multiple strategies possible, like level production, chase to production. All this knowledge is required. Then this position at a senior level should be expert judgment. Even before using any of the methodology or tools, he should be in a position to have some thumb all figures, what's going to happen for a particular product over next 6 months or next 12 months. Okay, next one, the other aspect could be order management, how you are going to manage the order, promise the customer, and also do the fulfillment. Of course, supply need not be a total aspect of a demand management, but if you know about supply planning, it is well and good. But here the focus is how to manage the demand is more important. So, as a part of demand management, this position is also expected to know what are the different methodologies and tools used. But these are not only the things to manage the job. Okay, either forecasting methodology or the tools is one of the part of a demand manager, and he should be well versed with all other aspects of the job requirement. So you may see different employees asking different skill, especially manufacturing may focus on most of this activity. Consulting or software development companies may focus more towards the last two item, and leaving the other item, which may be a troublesome for the end users who are using such type of application. But let us see for this specific company what exactly they are looking for. And this particular session is being live streamed across multiple social media, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. If you are watching live in any of the medium, you can always comment in the comments, uh, and you can get a response if you are commenting. Let us understand this position, what exactly this employer is looking. The position is mid to senior level because the experience level is 12 to 14 years. So the location given is Bangalore. As far as salary is not specified but I assume it could be anywhere between 30 to 50 lakhs. Designation could be anywhere mid to senior level. Coming to the specific as a job description, we have been seeing various job description in the last session. Many of the multinational organizations, they dump the requirement of a much senior level even for a junior position. But this being a senior position, I feel most of the requirement could be reasonable, but it should not be more focused only towards methodology or tool. This position being a senior position, you need to accomplish the result. Okay, not at the software level specification or consulting level, but at the user end, it should satisfy the requirement. It should result in improvement of either forecasting methodology or reduction in the cost, or reduction in the lead time, or improvement in supply planning. All that it is supposed to support. Coming to the first job description, they are talking about experience in demand and supply planning, experience in FMCG retail sector. So there is nothing wrong in this. So in this position, as it is a senior position, they can also require to know about the supply planning. So you need to know what are different methodologies in terms of SNOP, master schedule. If it is not attached to production environment, possibly this position should know distribution requirement planning, replenishment strategy, in the inventory management. All such aspect is expected to be known. But as clearly mentioned, he should be a supply chain subject matter expert in demand planning, having experience of leading a team of planning experts, So this is a very good valid point for this position. But my fear is, since this is a consulting organization, how far they are realistic in handling to the customer requirement? Are they able to handhold the customer till they realize the result? Because you see, many times I have been working with many scientists at various level. They are focusing more towards finding accuracy level in the software only by improving the methods, by doing deep neural network or artificial intelligence. All that may not be required. Finally, you have to go to the field, go to the Gampa, and settle a process and see whether it is benefiting the customer. That's what is customer expecting. But many times, unfortunately, for this type of consulting organization, their focus is slightly different. We will see what exactly will be their focus and what customer is expecting. Unfortunately, the people who are applying for such position, they may be confused with the requirement. Okay, even if they are selected, performing at the job could be a bit difficult. Okay. Coming to next experience, hands-on experience of working on demand planning tool, JDA, good understanding of demand forecasting methodology. Nothing wrong in expecting people to have knowledge on tools and methodologies, but once again, I am stressing these are only one of two of the overall process. If 10 subdomain knowledge is required, these are two areas in which this position has to focus. Next one, expertise, understanding, analyzing demand planning result. Yes, when there is a result, you should apply your all analytical knowledge by using exploratory data analysis. You have to check whether it is relevant to the market, relevant to the customer, relevant to the product, and if a time series may not be always able to give a better prediction, so you have to add the consideration from external and internal environment and corroborate the result. Does it finally it should end in improving in inventory optimization or supply planning or reduction in stockouts or shutdown at the customer level? If these are not answering this question, then the purpose of doing demand management is not working. You have to see at the customer angle how this objective can be met by using demand planning. It's not just by using the software. You are going to verify between your training data and test data. No, finally, the result should reflect in customer satisfaction. Okay, next important requirement could be expertise in running continuous improvement, identify and lead process improvement and automation projects. Yes, this is fine for a senior level requirement. They should know various tools for improvement. Possibly, this guy should also have project management knowledge. PMP will be helpful because these are taken as a improvement projects. There are a lot of tools available like value stream mapping, and similar tools can be used to see how you can implement such a project. Finally, you should be in a position to demonstrate the improvement which results in improved customer satisfaction. It is not only that you are making a perfect software project, or giving some consultation, but you should see that it is going to end in an improved satisfaction. Maybe that can come by means of reduced inventory or reduction in the lead time and improved quality. Okay, let us see the next requirement. Derive initiatives in the management team and organizationally that contribute to long-term operational excellence. This is also one of the improvement project. It is a repeat for me, this statement. Coming to the next, experience in service delivery and client relationship management. Of course, these are all part of consulting job. even in the core supply chain management professional, CRM and on-time delivery and related things are very important. But for a consulting company, when we talk service delivery or client relationship management is somewhat slightly different. Okay, very good collaboration skill and ability to interact with the multicultural teams spread across geography. These are some of the soft skill at mid and senior level. It is expected to be there in most of the candidates. Coming to the next requirement, industry knowledge of retail and consumer goods, hands-on experience in JDA demand and fulfillment. Once again, the first portion is a knowledge. When we talk about external environment, you should be aware about the customer, what kind of products you are dealing, especially in the retail environment, what is the market situation, how the external factors are going to influence this product. Because not only the forecasting tool can give you an answer, of course, this some tool has to be used. So here they are referring some JDA demand and fulfillment. Learning this tool is not so difficult. Okay, if you know the methodology, learning the tools becomes much easier. Of course, they have specified some of the forecasting methods starting from time series, moving average. These are all the primary or preliminary method. They are also talking about leave. This is one algorithm. When you start using machine learning by either using Python or you may be expected to use some of the algorithm available. So when you say MLR, it is called multiple linear regression, and the leave algorithm is also well known. Cross trend is also a method of forecasting, but the most popular could be ARIMA, auto regressive integrated moving average. So in if you take any of the analytical tools, for example Python, all these algorithms are written. If you are able to prepare the data, feed it, the answer is just a few minutes. You can get all the required answer. But that alone cannot satisfy this position for most of the organization. You should know how to moderate the results what you are getting. Maybe there are a lot of vendors who are misleading the customer, saying I am going to select, the software itself is going to select the best available algorithm and give the result finally. But nobody is in a position to talk in terms of customer experience. Is it going to support in terms of optimizing the inventory or reducing the stock out? No. Finally, the customer is expecting these demand planning should support the entire organization. Okay, coming to the secondary skill, they are also talking about ability to lead, identify process improvement, automation, ability to lead and motivate teams in a multicultural environment. This is also one repeat statement. We have seen earlier also similar statement. It is totally repeat. It's unfortunate most of these companies, I don't know whether they are reading the JD or just copying, pasting. I advise them to check what they are doing. Coming to next topic, they are talking about highly effective stakeholder management skill, client management experience, demonstrated decision making, problem solving skill with strong analytical skill. They have most of them looks like a soft skill, but they could have explained when they say strong analytical skill, what exactly is expected is not clear. Okay, this is what may become important. So many of you are watching live in the LinkedIn. I could see any question from the participants. Of course, I have one important participant who has provided me some JD, and I am seeing that the expectation from the organization is huge. Okay, maybe they have also given him a target to do a project or modeling, which is too much out of a position even before the interview happens. Okay, so you have to be careful. Unfortunately, we cannot avoid such situation. If you are looking for a job in similar large organization, especially multinational companies, where the salary package is going to be higher. So if you find any gap in your skill set, I advise you to upskill yourself so that you are ready for the job market. We do both live and self-paced program in all the aspects of supply chain management, including supply chain analytics, and demand forecasting is one of the leading popular program in our site. You can visit our site if you need more detail, or even if you need any support, you can reach us using this WhatsApp numbers. So anyone, any doubts or clarification, you are always welcome to reach to me. Either you are watching live or in offline. You can comment in whatever medium you are watching, so that you can reach to me or our executives. So, any questions, doubt, or clarification? I'll be doing similar job description for the benefit of candidates who are applying for this kind of a job. You should understand what the employees are expecting and what is your current knowledge and where is the gap, and you should see how you can bridge that gap. Okay. So, if there are no doubts, let us conclude the program. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.